Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of the series of learning HTML. So, today we're going to be learning about divs and spans. They're about grouping parts of the website. And then we're going to be learning about classes, IDs, and linking external CSS documents to the web page. Now, let's start with a div. So, you've got all this stuff in the content here, but we actually want to group it all together. So, what we'll do to do that is, let me just push all these forwards, and I'll explain it. Push. Give me a moment. There we go. Right then. So divs. It's a grouping tool. It allows you to group certain areas of your web page together. So let's group the content of the page. So we would do div there and a div right here. So this will group all the content. So this will all in between the divs is all the content. So that is everything between here, from here to here, because that's the website content. So now we've got all that together, we can actually do something quite cool with these, but I'll show you that in a minute. Now, there's something called span as well. Span's great if you just want to change the colours in certain things. For example, if we go to learning HTML-home, and let's say we want only home to be a different colour, we could go into here and we could add a span tag. So span, and close the span. Then we could go into here. If we type span and curly brackets and type color colon, and let's say we want that to be, I don't know, green. I'll do it like that. Control save. Let me change that one bit to green, but I must have done something wrong. My bad. Don't put the span into the head and in between title tags. It doesn't work. I was going to put it here. Now it will definitely work. There you go. Green. Woo! Oh, but that turned green as well. How could that possibly happen? Because I didn't end it. There we go. Turn out. So now that's green. So if you just want certain bits green, it works great. But there is a little side effects to it. So I'd have to show you more advanced of doing that later on, a better method. But let's move on to classes and IDs now anyway. So let's say I've got this div right here, but I want to set it up to a class. So I'll type class equals exclamation marks, and in between the two exclamation marks I'll type, let's say, content. Now, so that's a class, and it sets the div to a class content, allowing us to customize it further in CSS later on. But then we could do something else as well, called an ID. So let's say we've got the tables. and we type ID equals exclamation marks. No, exclamation, sorry, quotation marks, and in between that, let's just call it people. Now, to use these IDs in classes, you'll have to use something called CSS. Now, we're actually going to use external CSS now. So, if we create a new file, and we're going to save this file in the same area, so we'll call this style.css, because we're moving into CSS now. So save, and this is a CSS file. Now, all this style content we're putting here, we no longer need it in here now, so we're going to move all of this straight into the CSS document, like so. So we can actually remove that, as well as the style. I'm going to save it. Save it. Now, let's check if it worked. Oh, it didn't work. Everything's gone. Ah, well, you see, you've got to link this CSS document to the HTML document. And to do that, we need to do this in the head. So, we'll literally do a link tag, and we'll link it, copy this, so we'll do link IL equals style sheet type equals text / CSS href equals style sheet.css, like we named it. So style sheet style CSS, sorry. Now if we save that and refresh it, boom, that's normal, how it was. So now let's modify the content of the class inside the style sheet. So to do that, we'd have to target the content. Now that's simple. When you use class is a full stop. So then we just do full stop content, and if we look at that, so class content. So class just means full stop pretty much inside the style sheet. So full stop content, full stop content. Curly brackets. In between these curly brackets, let's type, I don't know, let me think, what can we do? Let's set a background color, and we're going to set this color to, let's go to the color wheel, and we'll set a half decent color for it when the color wheel loads. Now, I'm going to go for a grey, but darker grey than the background. I'm going to go for about that. So, let's use that. Like so. Let's save it. And let's see what that did. There we go. So, we've edited the background of that. Now, let's check what we did in here. Now, we did the IDs for the people. Now, it looks like, not quite like a table, does it? Nah. So, let's change that. We're going to use something called borders. Now, I'm going to go into more depth about borders and CSS and everything in the next series. But we'll be focusing on CSS. But this series what I'm doing now is just focusing on HTML. But I'm just showing you a little pretty much demo of the CSS since it links with the HTML. But we'll get into further depth of that in the next series. Now, let's do the ID, but the difference between the ID class, between ID and classes, instead of using a full stop, ID uses a hashtag. So, hashtag, what did we call it? We called it people, didn't we? So we called it people. So we hashtag people, and we'll do curly brackets, and in between that, we're going to type border color, and after that we're going to, let's say, do 1 pixel for the width for the border solid, and color, let's do black. Let's save that, and there we go. Now I've got a little border around that, but that can actually be advanced and make it even better. So if we actually change this, and remove this. If you know what, we're going to keep this here for an example for you to see, but there is actually a neater way to do it, but we're going to do that in another way. Something else in another way. So if you actually go and look at these, so you've got TR, TH and TD. So TR, TH and TD. Do it exactly as it's got it. You can do multiple at the same time, but we're going to do the exact same thing as we did before up here. So if I copy this and put that straight between here and save it, doesn't that look a lot better for a table? Now it looks like a table. Now I showed you how to link CSS to your HTML page, and how to create your tables, some borders, some divs, spans, classes, IDs. We've gone through quite a lot of them, most of the basics pretty much of HTML. Now, I hope this video was helpful and that you enjoyed it. And if so, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. See you later.